Yeah. Hi, my name is Ben. I'm a first year student at WeThinkConversations.
Hi, my name is Babano. I'm a first year student at WeThinkConversations.
Okay, guys. So my first question for you is, what inspired you to go on this trip and teach programming to other females?
It was the right batch. So I really enjoy helping people. I think around campus, helping other people with their code and with understanding things has always been a big motivator for me. And the opportunity to travel and to offer this to people need it. Was just very exciting and very happy to do that.
Thank you. And what was your favorite part of the trip?
My favorite parts of the trip was when my co-facilitators were able to help me when I was struggling, when I was helping the boot campus actually. Because, for some odd reason, I found it really hard to be able to help and go back to the basics, but having them around just helped me calm down and start over and be able to help the students. Yeah.
Thank you. And another question is, what was the biggest challenge you faced while teaching programming to others?
I think programming and teaching are just such different skills. Like in programming, we have a bit of a problem with the knowledge being concentrated, but that in people that don't really teach that often. And so for me, acquiring the skill of teaching is a challenge that I really enjoy.
Oh, great answer. So coming to you, Papano.
Being able to humble myself and say, I do actually need help. Because with programming, I feel like it's a competition with yourself and the people around you. So sometimes, pride gets in the way, you're like, nah, I can't do this. But being able to humble myself and say, I actually do need help, even though I'm helping another person, but to say, I'm struggling. So yeah.
Okay, that's lovely. And the other question is, how did the experience of teaching programming to others affect you personally? Come to you there.
So I think it was a reminder for me that programming is very personal and that you should approach people on their own terms when you're trying to teach them things. So I feel like I'm more observant now. That's the main thing.
That's lovely. Okay, coming to you, Papalo. What was the most rewarding part of the trip?
Seeing the girls that were there from first day till the last and hearing them say that they actually do want to apply. Even after they saw the many challenges and obstacles when it comes to programming, but they said, we actually want to do this. So it was very, it gave me that, it was motivating.
Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you. And coming to you, Fen, with the same question.
I really love programming. And it's difficult sometimes to share that passion with people, but when you meet people that share that passion, even if they're just getting into it, it's just so rewarding.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. And the other question is, what did you learn about yourselves during the trip? So
what I learned about myself during this trip was that it wasn't really a learning experience, but it was just a discovery that I'm actually doing better than I think I am. And, sometimes self-doubt does visit you more often than we think. But just seeing that they actually chose me, and obviously my co-facilitators, but they actually chose me when I was thinking that, hey, no, it's going down. But, I learned that I'm actually doing better than I think.
That's wonderful. So I just lovely to hear Fen with the same question. What did you learn about yourself during this trip?
So for me, I learned how sensitive I am to the environment I'm in, to the energy bound people are giving off. Because being on this trip with my co-facilitators taught me that there's a sort of solidarity that exists between women when we're doing difficult things together. I really enjoyed that, and it made everything so much easier to deal with emotionally.
Yeah.
And learning about how enjoyable that is goes to be made to equation.
That's so funny.
And what surprised me is how quickly we all became friends.
Yeah.
Like, it was almost immediate that we were all really comfortable with each other and laughing together and listening to music together. And I just really loved that. I loved energy and spontaneity and everything like that.
Into it. And that moment as well. I feel like it was amazing. We all had a beautiful experience. I'm so glad we could sit and talk after this. So I think that we're done. It's a room. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, guys.